It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, LSU Tigers, taking on their runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Vinostream. Kirk, let's get this thing going. A less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. He'll hand it off. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To the air, it's Van Buren. It's a quick grab. Jukes to get free. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They bring it down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. Man, this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down, and the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They're running here. The fullback gets the carry. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
An interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kurt, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is here. They'd love to get some room for the punter. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. He's got it in the open. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, it's play action. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Adams. He stopped and gets a 1st down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. On the toss play, runner moving left. He's got the 1st and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, tie. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He escapes the pocket. Oh, the defense will knock him down. It's going to be the final play of the period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the the first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Makes the read. Across the 40. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Nice gain. Moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. Dropping back. It's Russell. Sure hands. It's Pale. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Finds room at the 30. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. On the run here. Let's it go. And this one is caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Past the 45. He's in the clear. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. He finds some space. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's that quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Back to throw. It's Van Buren. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Watkins. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to chuck it again. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
But getting outside of the pocket in the red zone seems like a good opportunity, but the spacing is so condensed, it can be a bit misleading. And here, the quarterback took the bait, and the defense reeled in the interception.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. That's reeled in. It's Hale. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding some room at the 25. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And he knocks through the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Tailback takes the handoff again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Nice grab there. Would be enough for a first down, but they say he was out of bounds. It'll bring up fourth down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. Able to convert on third down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The defense showing blitz here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to scramble. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it is incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line. Still down by double digits on the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
The shotgun running play call. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. Across midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, the energy really building, Michael, but they're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.